description of the differences between a GT car and a prototype. Here is our Honda Racing HPD Acura ARX 03B LMP2 machine. It's a very long word for a very cool car. Some of the inherent differences are that in a GT car, you've got a shell that basically surrounds the driver and creates the main chassis. In a prototype car, the number one difference is that we've got a carbon monocoque tub. It literally looks like a big bathtub. It's made of carbon fiber, and it is extremely lightweight and durable. Very strong, very safe, and that is the basis of what any prototype or formula car is built off of, is that carbon fiber monocoque tub. From there, you've got suspension similar to what you would see in Indy cars. Suspension hangs off of the chassis, comes out, and basically, most prototypes are essentially open wheel cars with bodies on them, and those bodies help produce more downforce. As you can see, there's no roof. So your head is sticking out in the air, your head's bobbling around from all the wind, all the buffeting and everything, but you've got a bird's eye view of everything that's happening, and you don't sweat as much, because it gets to be 130 degrees inside the cockpit of the GT car. See this? Fresh air, nice and cool. Some of the big differences between driving a GT car and a prototype is that basically a prototype is a lot more reactive and instantaneous. It's lighter weight, it's more nimble, and it responds in a much quicker fashion because there's a lot less mass to move around. So some of the significant differences from a driver's perspective is that when you first begin to turn the steering wheel, it really responds a lot quicker. The cars tend to feel really darty and pointy when you first transition from a GT to a prototype, and you have to turn the steering wheel a fair amount less because the car is a lot more responsive. So it requires less steering angle. All of the sensations are more immediate because the platforms of the chassis are much stiffer, they're more stiffly sprung, and the car produces a lot more downforce. So there's a little bit of a non-linear ratio of speed to grip, whereas in a GT car, the faster you go, yes, they produce some downforce, but it's not that much more significant at high speed than it is at low speed, whereas in a prototype, the faster you go, proportionately you build more and more downforce. So it's a bit of a leap of faith for the driver to learn to trust how much grip the car is going to have the faster you go. And as you watch this weekend, you look at turn 1 and turn 17, and for guys that aren't accustomed to prototypes, you really have to try to break through that barrier psychologically to carry more speed, which will ultimately give you more traction. All in all, we're really looking forward to this new program at Extreme Speed Motorsports. We've got two beautiful machines, and we're very excited. Stay tuned to see how we do.